So this question, what is your dream job, is not something that may come up too often. It's usually used for sort of entry level positions, and it's no meaning behind the sort of question. The employer just wants to see if you can think on your feet. Now, this may or may not come up, but it's also good to sort of practice this, and it may come down in your 3 4 years time, or 6 months time in a different interview, or if you're going for a progressive sort of position where you're going to be promoted within 6 months or a year. So the way I would avoid answering the question, unless you've got, if you've got a certain personality where you can pull off an answer, as in an astronaut or a footballer or a chocolate taster, you can answer the question in that way. But obviously, all jokes aside, I would definitely answer the question in a different way. So with the dream job, it's obviously being honest, to the point that you don't say this is your dream job, because most times it probably won't be your dream job. So what you want to talk about is where you want to be in a few years time, and that relates to another video I made on, where do you want to be in 2 to 5 years time. And yeah, so your dream job will be a career path that has, in 5 years time most people move into. So if I touch on, a finance position, you could be going for a very entry level role or graduate position, or a sort of mid management role. Now with that, what you want to establish is where you want to be in 5 years time. So your dream job would be, a chartered accountant. Don't name companies, don't name where exactly you want to work, because the question says what's your dream job. Now obviously allude it back to you're going to be within the company. Chances are if they've got entry level positions, they may have positions that are progressive as well. Now that could also be, in 5 years time, a director level, and you want to have first hand in actually making decisions on the board as well. So that's always a good way to answer the question, with that. And 5 years time for most jobs can move you into higher management directorship level. And yeah, just going back to what your dream job is, relate it to something that is going to be 5 years time, within the company, because then they start to look, the employer starts to think, I could see this person here in 5 years time, in that exact role. And it shows, in two things, two parts. You're saying you want to remain with the company, and you know exactly what the next steps are for you to achieve your sort of dream job or your progressive role that you want to move into.